Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one half case, 16 boxes of 2025, technically, Bo Jackson Battle Arena Alpha Update. We're going to be getting into. We'll get started. Feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, BMC.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks. And let you know we go live, but live. Also mention no purchase necessary. Link down in the description. Box number 1. Dak. Alexander Sarr. Bo Nix. Juice, Glow, Jaylen Brown. Brock Purdy. Christian McCaffrey. And Dak. Box number 2. Scotty Barnes. Herbie. Luka Doncic. Stephon Diggs. Nolan Arenado. Did we just get started? Yes, sir. We're on box number 2. And Dansby Swanson. Box number 3. Are we going to have Griffey? We are. Our first Griffey break goes live tonight. Just trying to time it with when everything will be here. Steph? Trevor Lawrence? Stephon Diggs. Brock Purdy. Jose Ramirez. And here's again. Box number 4. Now I gotta get used to all the new names for the new set. Scotty Barnes. Stephon Diggs. Joey Votto. Josh Allen. J-Rod. Nice, 80s rad. Justin Jefferson. Boom. Peekaboo. Ice mixtape. And Freddie Simons. Dak. Are you going to be running Griffey? We are. Our Griffey breaks. The first one goes up tonight. Dylan Cruz. That'll be ending around Black Friday. Brees Hall. And 80s rod. Jalen Brown. Yeah, we thought we could sneak this in right before Griffey was available for Black Friday. Just have a nice little throwback for updates, and there's not really a lot of update product out there. But I think we mistimed it a bit. Because last night there was definitely Griffey out there. Zach Levine. Blake Neighbors. Lamb Jack. CJ Abrams. Mike Evans. Lamb-Jack. What'd you miss? Best thing so far, Ice Mixtape Peekaboo. Zach Levine. Brock Purdy. Shea. Yeah, they're ending tomorrow night. That is correct. Reese. Nice. Josh Allen. And Le Boss, 80s rad. Nice. Yeah, Turkey Day should be, we should be distracting you with some boba. We'll have a hobby case of Griffey ending Thursday night. So ignore your families, as is tradition. Dylan Cruz. Josh Allen. Dak. Le Boss. Merlones. Nice. Boom. Steady Eddie. Eddie George, 36 of 50. We'll take that. And that is the halfway point. Any Swanson yet? I believe we have had some. Nothing crazy, I don't think, though. Box number 9. And Freddie Simons. Nolan Arenado. Joey Votto. Jamar Chase. Lambjack. And Freddie Simons. '80s Rad, Domantas Sabonis. DeAndre Hopkins. Sam Laporta. Puka. Mike Evans. And Zach LaVine. J-Rod. Miami Ice. Boom. Nice. Cheetah Glow. Tyreek Hill. Do I collect boba? Of course. Here's some of the early adopters of the boba. LeBron James. J-Rod again. Having a nice break. Well, it depends on what's on the hot dog. Malik Neighbors. As I learned last night, some people have horrible taste in what goes on a hot dog. And Freddie Simons. For example, if you're putting chili on a hot dog, it's performative. You can't eat a soggy hot dog with your hands. Mustard, ketchup, relish, I can get behind all that, but you need something else. You need a little cheese on top, maybe a little bit of crumbled up sausage, some onions. That's when you start actually getting into where the hot dog is definitely good. Joey Votto. Arisa Share. I hope the Griffey's a little bit easier to open than this, though. My hands would really appreciate that. Zero Ramirez. Herbie. Yeah, these are retail. These technically you could find at like a Target at some point. Or with Griffey, you'll be able to find them at Target and Dick's. Domantas Sabonis. And Tyreek Hill again. Cheetah. It's similar to the boosters that we were doing, where it's not guaranteed, but there definitely are. There definitely are autos. We've already had one so far. Raffling spots for Megas. Did your sausage crumble on a hot dog? Yes. That's the way it's meant to be consumed. Just to explain, goes bun, ketchup, mustard, dog, then a little bit of relish, sausage, crumbled up, sprinkled, shredded cheese on top of that, and then a dab of hot sauce all over the top of the cheese. And then you're good. You can consume that without it being too messy. Whereas if you put like ladles full of chili on it, it's gonna get soggy. But people aren't ready for that conversation. De'Aaron Fox. I'm excited for the double mega steal. I think it's a really good addition. Move away from the booster and the double megas. Good idea. Dak. Cheese dog is the way you get it. Josh Allen. Malik Neighbors, glow. I don't think there's a problem with putting it on top of the dog. It's just, you know, there's only so much room on top of the dog. If you're adding a ton of stuff on top, you can't just keep layering and layering. Eddie McCutcheon. Sometimes you gotta make use of what's under the dog, where it's nestled into the bun. Puka. Box 14. Chet. Brats are better than dogs? I don't know. Devin Booker? Anti-American? Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that too. Malik Neighbors? Jamar Chase. Domantas a bonus. And Zion. 80's rad. I mean, there's at least a conversation to be having. I'm just not going with it like that. I just don't think that it can really live up to a hot dog. This is like saying, I don't know, like you know those sliders. Sliders are better than burgers. Like maybe every once in a while I'll take a slider, but do I really want a slider over a big juicy burger? No, not particularly. Miami Ice, Sam Laporta. Take that. Merlone's back again. What was a chicken sandwich slider? Like, that's a different conversation, and that's not even comparing it to burgers. Jaylen Brown. If you're offering me a chicken sandwich versus a burger, I'll probably take the chicken sandwich, to be honest. Juan Soto. Giannis. Juan Soto. And that leaves us with one box remaining in the half case. Good luck, everybody. See what we got. Corn dogs better than hot dogs? Alright, no, well now you just lost me all the way. I'm allergic to corn, so I'm extremely biased in this. Pete Alonso. Malik Neighbors. Now, where we might have a conversation are like those breakfast dogs, like the sausage on a stick with the pancake wrapped around it. Now we're cooking something. That's the pride of America right there. Josh Allen. Chet. Shea. And final pack. Stephon Diggs. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break. As always, go and get a hit recap going real quick. Like I said, the other half of this is up and ending tomorrow night. Look forward to having y'all back in here for this. And yeah, then next week and pretty much every day we'll have some form of Griffey coming up. Start off with Hobby, then we've got the Double Megas as well. Should have some blasters mixed in. No Jumbo, which I think that's fine. I'm kind of alright with the jumbo skew like this appearing for the most part. For the hits, Alexander Sarr, Bo Nix, Jaylen Brown, Brock Purdy, Dak, Herbie, Luka Doncic, Stephon Diggs, Dansby Swanson, Steph, Stephon Diggs, Brock Purdy, Leo Ramirez, Joey Votto, Josh Allen, J-Rod, Justin Jefferson, Peekaboo, Mixtape Ice, Dylan Cruz, Brees Hall, Jaylen Brown, Zach LaVine, Malik Neighbors, Lamb Jack, Brock Purdy, Brees Hall, Josh Allen, LeBron James, short print play, Dak, LeBron James, Merlomes, Steady Eddie, 36 of 50, Fire Auto, boom. Nolan Arenado, Jamar Chase, Lamb Jack, Anthony Simons, Domantas Sabonis, DeAndre Hopkins, Sam Laporta, Mike Evans, J-Rod, Cheetah Glow, LeBron James, J-Rod, Zachary Rissachere, Jose Ramirez, Herbie, Cheetah, De'Aaron Fox, Dak, Josh Allen, Malik Neighbors, Jamar Chase, Domantas Sabonis, Zion, Sam Laporta, Patrick Mahomes, Jaylen Brown, Juan Soto, Pete Alonso, Malik Neighbors, Josh Allen, and Chet. And that is it for Boba. Like I said, we'll be back on Monday with more Boba, and then we'll be back again next Friday, Black Friday, for release, technical release of Griffey. Look forward to having y'all back in here for that. Now we are on to, I think it's Leaf Spectacular Baseball here in a few minutes. Going to get that set up and good to go. Back to you guys shortly. I know it's Football Nation coming up next. Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2025 Elite Football Nation Jumbo to get into. Before we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, BMC.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. Other than that, I'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks. And let you know we go live and be live. Also, mention no presentation, link down in the description. Chris Ball retired? Wow. About time. Will we be breaking bull riding? Yes, sir. We got more cases coming up, I believe, the end of next week. Box number 1. Achilles Smith Jr., 1 of 1. Frank Ribery, 1 of 1. Connor Wegman, 6 of 15. Dylan Jones, 5 of 15. Jackson Taylor, 12 of 15. Caden Dixon Wyatt, 1 of 1. Mason Oldsclaw, 3 of 4. TJ Harden, 4 of 8. Bo Collins, 15 of 15. Billy Edwards Jr., 3 of 5. Pigskin pairings, William Perry and Michael Dean Perry, 1 of 1. And DJ Lagway, pure talent, 4-6. I don't know if talent was the word I put after pure, but box number 2, Cam Scattaboo, 1 of 1. Jaden O'Neal, 1 of 1. Elijah Spencer, 1 of 6. Evans Vaboda, 1 of 15. Giles Jackson, 3 of 5. Jabari Mack, 15 of 15. James Simon, 3 of 3. Jaden Higgins, 2 of 2. Nick Anderson, 5 of 7. Killen Billio, 1 of 15. Jack Ham, 1 of 1. And Bruno Fernandes, 1 of 1. Box number 3, KC Conception, 1 of 1. Michael Pine, 1 of 1. Cam Williams, 2 of 8. Siobhan Cordero, 5 of 7. Celeste Moa, 1 of 1. Justice Haynes, 7 of 7. Roydell Williams, 2 of 4. Daniel Melky, 5 of 5. Derek Cooper, 5 of 7. Dylan Risk, 2 of 15. Gunnar Stockton, 1 of 6. And Maxime Oyedele, 1 of 1. Box number 4, halfway point. Billy Edwards Jr., 1 of 1. Kyron Jones, 1 of 1. Travion Henderson, 2 of 4. KC Conception, 2 of 2. Brady Hart, 4 of 6. Cam Coleman, 5 of 8. Deuce Knight, 6 of 15. Zach Katz, 7 of 7. Trey Taylor, 8 of 8. Max Clear, 2 of 7. Sam Levitt, 3 of 4. And Fernando Mendoza, 7 of 8. Boom. Box number 5. Gunnar Stockton, 1 of 1. Cade Klubnik, 1 of 1. Byron Brown, 4 of 5. Calvin Russell, 15 of 15. Jack Endries, 8 of 8. Ryder Lyons, 8 of 8. Achilles Smith Jr., 3 of 6. Elijah Haven, 1 of 7. Dane Weber, 1 of 2. Taj Brooks, 4 of 4. Cardell Tate, 3 of 7. And Lenore Sellers, 2 of 7. Got a banger on the back here. For Zell Shepard, 1 of 1. Kyle Walker, 1 of 1. Faison Brandon, 1 of 5. Israel Abrams, 10 of 15. Ollie Jennings, 10 of 15. Peyton Houston, 1 of 1. Larry Allen, 1 of 1. Amar Johnson, 2 of 3. Eli Holstein, 1 of 5. Alvin Henderson, 1 of 8. Sawyer Robertson, 5 of 5. And Joe Montana, Joe Theismann, Terry Henratty, Rick Meyer, Riley Leonard, and C.J. Carr, 1 of 1. Sextuple auto. Boom. And that will be headed to random.org at the end of the break. Stay tuned for that if you have any of those 6 guys. That'll be a fun one. Gavi, 1 of 1. Cam Coleman, 1 of 1. Micah Hudson, 9 of 15. Tristan Keys, 13 of 15. Will Griffin, 3 of 4. Malachi Ziegler, 4 of 8. Riley Leonard, 13 of 15. Mark Gronowski, 4 of 8. Elizabeth Bentley IV, 2 of 2. DJ Bordeaux, 6 of 7. Dia Bell, 14 of 15. And DeMond Williams Jr., 1 of 1. And final box of break. Box of break. Good luck, everybody. KJ Lacey, 1 of 1. Ryan Montgomery, 1 of 1. Caden Wetchin, 6 of 7. Carson Gordon, 14 of 15. Kendrick Riscano, 3 of 15. Quincy Porter, 1 of 8. Chris Mitchell, 1 of 4. Marcus Harris, 2 of 6. Ollie Gordon, 4 of 8. Jordan McLeod, 5 of 15. John Mateer, 7 of 7. And 1 of 1, Javier Zanetti to close us out. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break. As always, go and get a hit recap going real quick. Then we'll take care of our randoms. For the hits, Achilles Smith Jr., Frank Ribery, Connor Wegman, Dylan Jones, Jackson Taylor, Caden Dixon Wyatt, Mason Holtzclaw, TJ Harden, Bo Collins, Billy Edwards Jr., DJ Lagway, Cam Scadaboo, Jaden O'Neal, Elijah Spencer, Evan Zabota, Giles Jackson, Jabari Mack, James Simon, Jaden Higgins, Nick Anderson, Killen Billio, Jack Ham, Bruno Fernandez, KC Conception, Michael Pine, Cam Williams, Siobhan Cordiero, Celeste Moa, Justice Haynes, Roydell Williams, Daniel Melky, Derek Cooper, Dylan Risk, Gunnar Stockton, Maxi Oyedele, Billy Edwards Jr., Kyron Jones, Travion Henderson, KC Conception, Brady Hart, Cam Coleman, Deuce Knight, Zach Katz, Trey Taylor, Max Clare, Sam Levitt, Fernando Mendoza, Gunnar Stockton, Cade Klubnik, Byron Brown, Calvin Russell, Jack Endries, Ryder Lyons, Achilles Smith Jr., Elijah Haven, Dan Weber, Taj Brooks, Carnell Tate, Lenore Sellers, Brazell Shepard, Kyle Walker, Faison Brandon, Israel Abrams, Ollie Jennings, Peyton Houston, Larry Allen, Amar Johnson, Eli Holstein, Alvin Henderson, Sawyer Robertson, Gavi, Cam Coleman, Micah Hudson, Tristan Keys, Will Griffin, Malachi Ziegler, Riley Leonard, Mark Gronowski, Elizabeth Bentley IV, DJ Bordeaux, Dia Bell, DeMond Williams Jr., KJ Lacey, Ryan Montgomery, Caden Wetchin, Carson Gordon, Kendrick Riscano, Quincy Porter, Chris Mitchell, Marcus Harris, Ollie Gordon, Jordan McLeod, John Mateer, and Javier Zanetti. And headed to random.org dual auto for William and Michael Dean Perry. And sextuple auto, Joe Montana, Joe Theismann, Terry Hanratty, Rick Meyer, Riley Leonard, and CJ Carr. Oh. All right, we're going to head to Random Org real quick and knock these two out. We'll be back that in just a second. All right, we've got Random Org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Going to be 3 or higher to be valid for us. We're going to go 6 times on the random, starting off with William and Michael Dean Perry. That is 5 times. Final roll. Michael Dean Perry with the win. Congratulations. And Joe Montana, Joe Theismann, Terry Hanratty, Rick Meyer, Riley Leonard, and CJ Carr. That is 5 times. Final roll. Joe Montana with the win. Congratulations. All right, that is it for football. We are on to 2025 Leaf Metal Authentics on-card multi-sport here in just a second. Going to get that set up and go, and we'll be back to you guys shortly. Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2025 Leaf Authentics Multisport to get into. I'll get started. Feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us selling on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live and be live. Also, you mention no purchase accessories, link down in the description. Box number one. Good luck, everybody. Magic Johnson. Inscribed, 116 out of 150. Dual auto. Jim McMahon and William Perry. Boom. 1 of 1. That'll be headed to random.org at the end of the break. Stay tuned for the idea of either of those two guys. Miss Lividon. 410. Faison Brandon. Inscribed. Shout out to Leaf. 3 of 75. Randy White. 1 of 1. Inscribed, Diego Pavia. 21 of 1,000. Currently suing the NCAA to have another year of eligibility. And I'm under the impression he will win that, most likely. Spike Lee. 1 of 1. Pedro Martinez and Vladimir Guerrero, dual auto, 1 of 1. Box number 9. Joe Pesci. Boom. Nice. 3 of 20. And final card, or box of the break. Box number 10. That'll be final card of the break. Dennis Rodman to close us out. 2 of 8. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break. As always, we do have plenty more multi-sport stuff up and running, so look forward to having you back in here sometime soon. For the hits, Faison Brandon, Diego Pavia, Dennis Rodman, Magic Johnson, Libby Dunn, Joe Pesci, Randy White, and Spike Lee. And headed to random.org, Dual Auto, Jim McMahon, and William Perry. And Pedro Martinez, Vladimir Guerrero. Alright, that is it for Multisport. We are on to 2025 Leaf Spectacular Baseball here in a few minutes. Going to get that set up and good to go. But first, we're going to head to random.org and knock these two out. Back that in just a second. We got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Gonna be through a high to be valid for us. We're gonna go 7 times on each random, starting off with Jim McMahon and William Perry. That is 6 times. Final roll. Jim McMahon with the win. Congratulations. And Pedro Martinez, Vladimir Guerrero Sr. That is 6 times. Final roll. Vladimir Guerrero with the win. Congratulations. Alright, that is it for Multisport. We are on to 2025 Leaf Spectacular Baseball here in a few minutes. Going to get that set up and good to go. We'll be back with you guys in just a few minutes. Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2025 Leaf Spectacular Baseball to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks. And let you know we go live and eBay Live. Also, to mention no purchase necessary, link down in the description. Box number 1. Good luck, everybody. Start off with Keith Hernandez, 1 of 3. Roy Oswalt, 2 of 10. And Darryl Strawberry, 11 of 30. Already starting off with too many Mets. Box 4. Bob Lemon, 17 of 20. Octo Patch, Roy Halladay, Roberto Alomar, Joe Carter, Fred McGriff, Carlos Delgado, Doug Alt, Paul Molitor, and Vernon Wells, 2 of 2. And triple auto. Boom. Ken Griffey Jr., Randy Johnson, and Edgar Martinez, 3 of 8. That's sick. Those will be headed to random.org at the end of the break. Stay tuned for that. If you have any of those guys. Box for 2. Miles Bailey, 9 of 10. Chris Akopian, 16 of 35. And Ryan Sandberg, Rhino, 7 of 10. Boom. Hank Aaron, 3 of 8. Lou Gehrig and Babe Ruth, 1 of 3. Boom. All these are game used, by the way. That is sick. Wow. And dual patch auto, Ken Griffey Jr. and Mark McGuire, 10 of 15. Boom. Griffey's spot is about to be sweating. Final box to break. Box number 3. Randy Johnson, 2 of 2. Hideki Matsui, 4 of 5. 3 of 5. Pete Rose. Inscribed. Big red machine. Boom. Miguel Cabrera. 8 of 8. Oh, wow. We've got a booklet, actually. Save that for last. Carl Yastrzemski, 17 of 20. Patch auto. Boom. Game used, as you can tell by the some kind of stain. And this is the Book of Baseball. And we will open this and take a peek at it. Six of 15. Wow. Mickey Mantle, Willie Mays, Bill Mazeroski, Roger Maris, Frank Robinson, Don Drysdale, Bob Gibson, Orlando Cepeda, Johnny Bench, Steve Garvey, Pete Rose, Mike Schmidt, Reggie Jackson, Dave Parker, George Brett, Nolan Ryan, Barry Bonds, Ken Griffey Jr., Tony Gwynn, Mike Piazza, Derek Jeter, Ricky Henderson, Dom Mattingly, and Jeff Bagwell. Boom. Well, that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Happy we could close it out with something as beautiful as that. Go ahead and get a hit recap going real quick, then we'll take care of our randoms. For the hits, Darryl Strawberry, Bob Lemon, Chris Acopian, Hank Aaron, Hideki Matsui, and Carl Yastrzemski. Keith Hernandez, Miles Bailey, Pete Rose, and Miguel Cabrera. Roy Oswalt, Ryan Sandberg, and Randy Johnson. And headed to random.org. Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, dual patch. Ken Griffey Jr. and Mark McGwire, dual patch auto. Ken Griffey Jr., Randy Johnson, Edgar Martinez, triple auto. Octo patch, Roy Halladay, Roberto Alomar, Joe Carter, Fred McGriff, Carlos Delgado, Doug Alt, Paul Molitor, and Vernon Wells. And I don't even know what to call this. 24 patches in total. Mickey Mantle, Willie Mays, Bill Mazeroski, Roger Maris, Frank Robinson, Don Drysdale, Orlando Cepeda, Bob Gibson, Johnny Bench, Steve Garvey, Pete Rose, Mike Schmidt, Reggie Jackson, Dave Parker, George Brett, Nolan Ryan, Barry Bonds, Ken Griffey Jr., Tony Gwynn, Mike Piazza, Derek Jeter, Ricky Henderson, Don Mattingly, and Jeff Bagwell. 6 of 15, the Book of Baseball. Boom. All right, well, that'll do it for us for today. Thank you guys again for being here, spending a little bit of your Saturday morning here with us. We're going to head to random.org real quick and knock these 5 out. Back that in just a second. All right, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Got to roll some dice. Got to be 3 or higher to be valid for us. Well, we're going to go the full distance 12 times. Good luck, everybody. Starting off with Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig. That is 11 times. Final roll. Lou Gehrig with the win. Congratulations. Next up is Ken Griffey Jr. and Mark McGuire. That is 11 times. Final roll. Ken Griffey Jr. with the win. Congratulations. Ken Griffey Jr., Randy Johnson, Edgar Martinez, triple auto up. That is 11 times. Final roll. Edgar Martinez with the win. Congratulations. Roy Halladay, Roberto Alomar, Joe Carter, Fred McGriff, Carlos Delgado, Doug Alt, Paul Molitor, and Vernon Wells. Octo patch. That is 11 times. Final roll. Roberto Alomar with the win. Congratulations. And finally, the Book of Baseball. Mickey Mantle, Willie Mays, Bill Mazeroski, Roger Maris, Frank Robinson, Don Drysdale, Leonard Cepeda, Bob Gibson, Johnny Bench, Steve Garvey, Pete Rose, Mike Schmidt, Reggie Jackson, Dave Parker, George Brett, Nolan Ryan, Barry Bonds, Ken Griffey Jr., Tony Gwynn, Mike Piazza, Derek Jeter, Ricky Henderson, Don Mattingly, and Jeff Bagwell. That is 11 times. Final roll. And that'll be George Brett with the win. Congratulations. All right, that is it for us for today. Thank you guys again. This has been BMC Collectibles Breaks. Till next time, everybody. Hope you have a great rest of your Saturday and weekend up ahead of you.